Well, hello. Today I am all ginger in honour of Mr. and Mrs. Fox. Because if there's one thing that the foxes are known for, it's their wonderful red fur and their wonderful bushy tail. So I thought I would honour them, especially since they are the Lord and Lady of the Woods, which is why we call them Mr. and Mrs. Fox and don't call them by their first names. Also, they did come from Scotland, apparently. So I'm not quite sure why they've come all the way down here. The fame of the food in this place has obviously spread. So I should really be doing a Scottish accent, but unfortunately I can't. So, ochai the new is about the best I can do. So we have Mr. and Mrs. Fox. Now they came as a pair, and in fact they do live either alone or in family groups, and they will usually, when you get a male and a female together, they will stay together most of the time. They live in something that's called a den or an earth. It's holes under the ground. Hang on, let's put there we go, Mrs. Fox, sit like that. They dig holes and live under the ground. When they're raising little ones, they don't necessarily live in it all the time. It's called a den, but it's also called an earth, as in because they dig it under the earth. And in fact, there is a phrase you might hear at some point. It's saying someone has gone to earth. And what that is referring to is when a fox is being chased and it runs, and obviously the safest place for it is in its earth, in its little den. So it's gone to earth is when it's sort of gone hidden for safety. So that's a phrase that you might hear at some point in your life. They are very good at hearing, extremely good. Now, they eat everything, anything and everything. They will eat fruit, veg, and little creatures. And so they do hunt little creatures that also burrow under the ground, and they can hear something burrowing under the ground. Their hearing is so good. They can hear a clock ticking. I don't know if you know the sound of a clock ticking. It's like, hopefully you can hear that on here. That's how quiet it is. They can hear it from 36 meters. Now, a door is roughly 2 meters high, so that's 18 doors end to end. That's how far away they can hear, because their hearing is so good. And their eyes, well, they hunt and live a lot of their life during the night time, so they have to have good eyesight. The hole in their eyes, where ours is round, theirs is like a slit. It's like a long shape, and I don't know how, why, but the science of it is that it makes them able to see better in the dark. But as well as that, they have a patch on the back of the eye that reflects light, sends the light back out, and somehow, again, sciencey stuff, let's not go into that, it makes them also better at seeing. And it also means, though, that if they get caught in the headlights of a car, you'll see these two glowing eyes, because it's reflecting the light. So it's quite eerie, and they'll stand stock still and stare, and there's these bright glowing eyes staring at you, which can look a bit so that's absolutely amazing to see if you ever see it. And they're very playful. They do like to play. They are a form of dog, and you know what dogs are like. Dogs like to play, and they have been known to steal lost golf balls from a golf course. They're little balls about sort of that size, and they will steal them and play with them. There is a lot of stories about them in folklore. Folklore is sort of traditional stories that have been handed down from generation to generation over the years and the centuries. And normally they're referred to as being sly or cunning. Now, those two words are both slightly negative. Basically, they mean clever, but they also have a little sort of feeling that they're doing things wrong. Well, the only wrong they're doing is beating the humans. They are very clever and in getting their food, and the humans just don't like it. So they use the word sly and cunning to say, yes, you're clever, but you're not good. But as far as the foxes are concerned, they're very good because they get to feed very well, thank you, by stealing our food. So we have, chickens or, well, any of our food. If they can get hold of it, they will get hold of it. So it's a bit unfair they get those words used against them. And the other thing I'd like to say is the noise they make. Hang on, I've got it here. They make a noise that is pretty amazing. It sounds like someone's being attacked. A human is being attacked. Let's see if I can make this sound here. Hold on. Oh, it's not going. You hear that in the middle of the night, it's quite scary, and that's I think has been used at times by various storylines because it is scary. If you don't know what it is, it sounds like some humans making a very weird scream. Anyway, back to the actual couple we have here. They come from Scotland. Now, I have no idea why they made their way all the way down here. I think the stories of the food that's available here in this household brought them down. Anyway, they just sort of turned up, did a little tap on the door, open the door. It's these two. They just stroll in because they are the Lord and Lady of the Woods. So they just felt it was their right to just stroll in and sit down and make themselves at home. And next thing you know, they live with me. So that's all for today. See ya.